What's happening? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Well, today's video is going to be on my Cfmoto Uforce 800. I've had this machine for quite a while now, and I've never got around to doing a walk around video on it. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know I had a Cfmoto Uforce 800 2-up ATV, but we sold that several years back when we got the off-grid property and got this side-by-side. The bed comes in so much more handier than the four-wheeler did with hauling stuff out there and such. It's also nicer to have a steering wheel and seats versus the four-wheeler where you had seats like a motorcycle where you straddle them and handlebars with a thumb throttle. That can all get pretty tiring with extended use. The only downside to the machine is it's much larger and wider than an ATV. So through the woods and on some trails that can be a little bit of a hindrance. But overall, I love the machine. As you've seen on the channel, I have a bunch of plowing videos. It has a plow with it and does great for plowing my driveway here. Some of the options this machine has is going to be the front brush guard. That would be an option. It has an upgraded 3,500 pound KFI winch, which may have been part of the 72-inch plow package that this machine has, but we'll go over that in a separate video. This machine comes with 14-inch aluminum wheels, whereas some of your supposedly higher end or higher name brand machines were still coming through with steel wheels back when I was looking to get a machine, which I kind of thought was all but an embarrassment to some of the brands. Comes with really nice knobby tires, and they are 26 by 9 by 14. Disc brakes on all four corners. You have adjustable shocks, so you can adjust that to your ride preference, or depending on if you have a plow, to compensate for the extra weight on the front. This machine does have power steering, as you can see there. There's your winch tucked down in behind the bumper. And another thing with the plow mount I'll mention in this video is it is super streamlined. All you have are these two tabs that stick down, and they are well above your A-arms and everything like that, so you have very little chance of hitting them or bending them up over the summer when you have your plow off and are using the machine. So it's very nice. It also makes for extremely easy on and off of the plow, which, like I said, I will show in another video. Another thing with these machines is they came with projector headlights as well as LEDs. So that's pretty cool. It does have a half windshield, and this lip does the trick because no wind gets in here in your face. I've even ridden it in snowstorms and stuff, and no helmet, and you don't get snow in your eyes or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. It has open trail 3-inch LED pods. They're super bright for plowing at night and off-road use. Does have the Cfmoto roof, which is an option, as well as the mirrors. They do come with the brackets for the mirrors, but the mirrors themselves are optional. Also, these bed rails are an option. There you can see the Cfmoto in the roof. And another option would be the rear cargo bag that goes to your roll bar, which comes in handy for small stuff that you want easy access to. You can put it up there in the center pocket Works really well for personal protection devices when you're out in the trail or on your off-grid remote property. Fits in there real nice. Machine has 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and diff lock. Works very well. It has parking lights, low beams, high beams, as well as a horn here on the end. It's extremely loud. You need the key for that to work. Your pod light switch is here. So like I said, that was an option. You got park, reverse, neutral, high and low for the transmission. Your parking brake, cup holders, nice storage compartment there in the center, as well as a real big one down under the glove box. You got power, 12 volt on each side, so you can keep stuff charged while you're out in the trails. Has a pretty nice gauge cluster, which is nice too compared to some of the machines. Has your speedometer, your odometer. This machine has 984 miles. Clock, your temperature, and then there's your 2-wheel drive. If I hit this, you can see the 4-wheel drive lit up, and then you can lock it, and you can see the X there in the middle. You have to be moving slightly for that to engage, but that's all that. You got your fuel gauge down here in the bottom. The fuel tank on these is just over 7 gallons, so it does give you a really good range. And then this is just your reverse override, so you can go faster when you're backing up. Foot pedal, brake pedal, just all standard. Do have half doors here, which they're nice in the winter. It keeps the heat in. Summertime they can almost be annoying, but if you're on and off the machine a lot, but they're pretty easily removable there by 2 straps. I just leave them on. It's not that big a deal. You have tilt steering. The seats do fold up. You have the strap here in the back. You pull that, and that folds up. Driver's side here, you have a nice big storage box. You could almost use it for a cooler probably as well. It has drains in, so you could fill that with ice and put drinks or food in there, and then it'll all just melt and drain out that hole. You wouldn't want to use it for anything that matters too much, because it's not very sealed and it does get dirty and dusty in there when you're trail riding. But nice deep storage compartment. And then it is center mount engine, so your engine here is between the seats, and the center console that pops open to get into some of the top of that, like your spark plugs and stuff. Do have seat belts too. Real nice bed on these with tie downs in all 4 corners. The bed is rated for 330 pounds. Nice LED taillights on the rear. Tailgate opens to make loading and unloading, or if you're dumping mulch or something, firewood. It does have a hitch, so it takes your standard 2-inch receiver, which is handy. Has a towing capacity of 880 pounds. You can dump the bed from either side. It's hydraulic assist, so you just pop that. It is fuel injected, 63 horsepower V-twin, 800 cc's. Your other dump lever on the passenger side. Your fuel tank is on this side. Its capacity is just over 7 gallons, like I mentioned before, so your range is really, really good. Under the passenger seat is the fuel tank, so you don't have storage on this side, but you do have your access port here to check your oil, so that just pops open and your oil dipstick's down there. So that's handy to keep track of and check on a regular basis. But then again, it's just your fuel tank. Grab the key here. Open the glove box. You have wired and wireless remotes for the winch. So here's your wireless remote. It's very handy for when you're hooking up a plow and need to release some winch line up front. Or if you're off the machine doing some winching, that's real handy. For plowing, I use the wired winch line. It's just easier. I route it over here, put it right beside the e-brake, and that works better, which I'll show you in the plowing video. But for the wired plow hookup, that's right here under this cover. Nice big glove box. You got your controller there for the winch. You got a full recovery strap with hooks. So real deep, and you can get a lot of stuff in there. Another option this machine has, which is very cool, is a plug here for the back. It goes in right here and goes to 4 flat, so you can tow trailers. In some states and countries, these are street legal, and they are pre-wired over here for turn signals. It has the turn signal stock. It's just they don't have turn signals in. That's a kit you can buy to make them street legal, but everything is there for turn signals. And like I said, you do got your horn, which I'll put the key in. It's extremely loud, but I'll give you a listen to that. And then you can scroll through here as well for your center display. It's miles per hour. You have trip, RPMs, and your odometer. So that's pretty nice. I'll flip on these lights. It's pretty bright out. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but they're really cool with the LED style and projector beams. Hard to see, but anyways, makes for a real nice appearance. Same with the rear, you can see all the diodes in there. And then as far as your pod lights, they are super, super bright. Again, 3-inch open trail. They're pretty salty lights, but very nice, powerful beams. They come with the mounts designed for UTVs, ATVs, and stuff like that. And then up front here, under the hood, you got a latch down under here. You can pop that. And you have your battery, your coolant reservoir, radiator. Your fuses and stuff are down in there. But overall, real nice machine. Tons of power. hop in here and fire it up. Alright guys, well that's the overview here of the Uforce 800. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. Again, if you're new here to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Like I said, I do have plenty of videos on here of plowing, snow, as well as riding in the snow and the off-roading. And I'll be doing a plow video of hooking it up and showing you just how easy and fast that is. So stay tuned for that. But I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to keep these videos coming. You can also follow me on Facebook. The link is in the description below.